I like being able to have people look in the mirror and take a look at the things they didn't see before. And I like being the one to guide them to that. Like, I don't tell people what to do. I'm just like, let's process and think about this, and seeing people incorporate coping skills and just the things that they've learned in here by me saying certain things that they've never thought about. I was born and raised here. I went to Ryder, but I wanted to experience something else. Long story short, I had a soccer scholarship to Texas Tech, but I blew out my hip my senior year. So I was like, well, let me figure out what I really want to do. And my high school years, my stepmom, who I'm very close to, was addicted to meth. So after she got clean my freshman year of college, she decided she wanted to go back and help people. And so she got into the master's program at MSU for counseling. And every summer I would come back and she would just talk about it and what it was like to observe people. I did my internship there at the recovery center, and then they offered me a job when I graduated. I was there to counsel and teach 30 plus addicts. And I don't know, I loved the community, and it was really, really kind of amazing to see people's journeys throughout it, but mostly tired of seeing people who relapsed and coming through the doors 3-4 times. I didn't feel as fulfilled as I did before. And so I started seeing the clients that I had at the recovery center in private practice. I can handle anything after working with addicts and alcoholics. You know, I tell people every time when they come in for a session, people don't come to counseling because something is necessarily wrong. They come to counseling because they want to make things more right. But every one of us, me included, know that we can improve on ourselves or in our lives in some sort of aspect. I have people coming in here like, I don't know how I feel. I just know I don't want to keep feeling the way that I am. And then I have clients who I've seen for years, and they like coming in here, and everything that is in your head and your heart, you can lay it out here and you don't have to carry it with you anymore. Sometimes it can get mundane, but I get excited. I love hearing people's stories. I want to know what brought you here in the first place. I want to know what you want to work on. I look forward to working with new people all the time. You know, a counselor is considered a helping professional, and it's really, I just feel like I have a purpose with doing something, and I practice it, you know, professionally and personally. Like, I went to a therapist for years. I knew the help that I got, and I wanted to have people feel the way that I did after going through, you know, some past trauma. And therapy is about going back and healing that wound. There have been trauma and trauma, but you can process it. But you always have to recognize that that's not ever going to go away. Those thoughts are always going to be there. It just depends how frequent. But I believe that there's no lost cause. Counseling is like mental and emotional push-ups. You may not feel like doing it, may not be your cup of tea, but how are you going to know if you don't ever try? And a counselor is just like any other relationship. I tell people what you want to hear, or what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And people keep coming back. So must be doing something right, I guess.